Yeah.
What's going on, guys? It's Bob from Olympusiron. I was absolutely souped today because a long-lost friend, Poseidon himself, Jeremy, actually decided to work out with Ming and Corey today. You might have seen Ming and Corey from before. They're kind of like two people that have gone to my gym, and I really like, not only are they my friends, but kind of taking them under my wing and giving them my experience in whatever I can provide. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I'm not the most qualified trainer in the world, but I'm one guy that likes to motivate, and I like to keep people going and driving towards their goals, get a couple extra reps, try something different, spark criticism, spark, the pursuit of knowledge. So we had a great back workout here, back and buys, and it was all supersets. Guys, when you train 4 people, you really can't dick around. I feel like when you train 3 or 4 people, one person's always holding their nuts and not putting in the work, and you run into the situation where it kind of gets awkward, and unless 2 people pair up and kind of like do their own thing, you really can't get your own workout in. So if you do supersets or circuits and have everyone always doing something at one point, like one person's doing biceps and one person's doing back, I feel like it works a lot better. This is actually when Ming was close to show prep. He was going to do a physique show, but I believe he hurt himself soon thereafter. This video is about a week old. But you see me, I am doing some rows here. I'm a big fan of the Yates rows, but also sometimes I drop the weight and we'll do a Pendlay row, which is just you make sure the weight touches the ground and you're a little bit more parallel to the ground as well. As we go through this video, guys, if there's tips that I have, I'm going to just throw them in there in the middle of the commentary. I just feel like this still needs to be a channel about information. Take these dumbbell rows, for example. I truly believe that the stretch is the most important part, stretching out the lat. So you'll notice when I do it, I really put an emphasis on the hang. And with these flies, with these laterals, I really focus on making sure that my hand is higher than my elbow. For some people, it works differently. I just find that it targets the side delt the best that way. I'm really excited, guys. I want to talk about something that's a little I guess it's on topic, but when I started at Ocean State Health and Fitness, it was a great gym, and it continues to be a great gym, but it didn't have a camaraderie that it does now. I feel like we're really building a camaraderie here. There was me and Nick who knew each other. We both love lifting. We both very, motivational to each other and pump each other up. I really feel like that's infectious, and I feel that at this point, Ming, Corey, I walked into the gym today, and I kid you not, there was 8 people that were just so friendly and, throwing compliments around, throwing encouragement around. Like, you don't find that in a normal gym, and I know for a fact that wasn't this gym, when me and Nick started going. And it's truly something to be said about an infectious personality, that you can just be constantly positive. You go into the gym and there's this connotation. There's this assumption that everyone is just there for themselves, and bodybuilding is a selfish sport. There's no one that's gonna lift for you, and that's something great about lifting, is that it's all on you. But the fact of the matter is, it doesn't mean we can't help each other out and keep a positive outlook and a team outlook about a gym. That's why those powerlifting gyms, like Mark Bell's gym, Super Training, they do so well, is because they have such an environment. You build an environment that breeds success, and it's infectious. Everyone comes in and they're not afraid to ask you a question, or you don't look like a dick when you're trying to give advice, because you've established a relationship with that person already. You're not going in dry, you're not going in cold. And for those people that out there that don't have this environment, this is a perfect example of how you can create it. It's not something that is something in the shadows that is unattainable, and you have to keep searching to find it. It's something that you can create, and it's the same thing with your physique, guys. You can create the physique you want. Obviously, there's limits for everyone, but it's your job to test those limits and to find those limits, and to try everything and constantly stay hungry. Like Max Tuning says, I'm a really big fan of the Ever Forward name because it's a good message. It really is. And to have my buddies here, it makes me work harder, guys. I work harder with other people, and I know that's not the case for everyone. Some people don't, but for me, I started this channel so that I could be your gym bro when you didn't have anybody. And Jeremy was there. He trained with my brother before I did. He was there for me when I started my fitness journey, if you call it a journey. I'm just into fitness, but he was there trying to correct me on mistakes that I was making, that he had made when he started. So I really feel like, I'm able to give back through the YouTube channel, and I'm excited, guys. I might seem like I'm like rambling on about this, but I'm seriously excited about how awesome, my gym is, and how crazy the environment is, and how great everyone is, So thank you to anybody at the gym who's watching this for making the gym a great place. And if you have visited my gym and you're a subscriber, leave a comment below, on this if you truly believe what I'm saying. But here you see we're actually doing a superset of lat pull downs to these machine curls. My biggest focus in any cable movement is the stretch, and I can't emphasize that enough, is that you don't want to short yourself on these reps. You really don't. And same thing for your biceps. You really want to feel the full stretch. You can do partials at the end of your sets that really push it to the end. But you got to make sure to earn your partials, earn your rest time. Corey, who has literally just started lifting 6 months ago or 7 months ago, you'll see after this he lifts heavy weight. He's made extreme strides, and not to toot my own horn or not to toot anyone else's horn in the gym, but to be honest, he wouldn't have that direction if it wasn't for me, if it wasn't for other people. Our jobs, Arnold's fifth rule is to give back. Our jobs as people who constantly move ever forward and constantly seek knowledge, our jobs are to pass that on. And Jeremy's the perfect example of this, is that he's somebody who has been there with me since day one, and the things he's given me are invaluable. Who knows how much time he saved me, or an injury he saved me. So you never know, but it all comes with creating that environment. He does look a little like Lex, right, guys? He does have the hair, he does have the beard, he has the, he doesn't have the shreds because he's currently on a bulk, but he's a great guy, and he did have the first name of Poseidon. You might notice that on his shirt he has a pretty cool design. I don't know if it's going to show it, but his brother is the artist who actually did the tank tops, which aren't running, sadly, because there wasn't enough pre-orders. But that is a piece of his artwork in the back of his shirt as well. I don't know where it showed it. It showed it somewhere on here. His brother Josh, he's actually a twin, if you can believe it. I don't know if you can ever tell if someone's a twin. That's not actually, that you can't justify that at all. We are doing pullovers here, which is such a dead movement. So many people just do it on the cable, and it's not the same. Dumbbell pullovers are amazing, guys. Amazing for your serratus, amazing for your chest, amazing as a good stretch at the end of a back workout, guys. Yeah, and my dad, who was a manager of Olympus Gym, hence why Olympusiron is named Olympusiron, who watched one of my videos and told me I wasn't going back far enough, and I cleared that up real quick and made sure I get the stretch, because he said, just like anything else, with lats, with back, it's about stretching, it's about squeezing. You got to focus on the muscles that you are moving, not just you moving the weight. Because sometimes that will do you good as a noob. You'll get your noob gains as they call it, when you just basically you're just focusing on the movement, don't know how to squeeze the muscle yet, and you basically just get your gains because of the small muscle activation you get. But I really tried to squeeze every muscle. I focus on squeezing every muscle, especially here. Like, see the stretch in my lat? You'll see right here, right there, is the stretch in my lat. Like, that's the next level stuff. That's the stuff that people don't do. And the supersets are stuff that people don't do. The drop sets are stuff that people ain't do. You know, I said something to Corey during this workout that I really want to say to you guys, is that if you want to look like everyone else, train like everyone else. If you want to look like everyone else, eat like everyone else. If you want to be something that isn't normal, you got to do stuff that isn't normal. You got to do stuff out of your way. You got to do stuff that people won't. And then you'll always have people that say, oh, I couldn't do that. You're right, you couldn't, because you don't have the discipline. And discipline is the key factor here. If you want it, go out and get it. You know, you're going to have to make sacrifices. If you're not willing to sacrifice anything, you can't change anything. You don't have the ability to change. Sacrifice equals change. Sometimes you can circumvent sacrificing as much and still get the same result, maybe in a different time period, but regardless, you're going to have to sacrifice something. I'm so proud of these guys. You know, Ming, you know, Corey, their deadlift form was on point. You see me rocking my Addy Powers, you know, pulling a little bit of Masthetics here, and I'm pulling conventional. You guys don't usually see me pull conventional, but in the Addy Powers, I was playing around with it, and it felt really good, so I decided to just roll with it, and you see me doing sets. We're doing sets of 3 here. This is at the end of our workout. Don't ask me why we did this at the end of my workout. I just was feeling something for lower back. I was feeling something, maybe 3 reps, not like max. It was max for the time because we were burnt out, but, you know, I feel like we had time in the gym, and, you know, it was a good exercise that we could all just finish off with. And I really tried not to break down form here, especially since I don't often do conventional, so I kind of got to reteach myself that. But if you're a tall guy, try to throw on your Olympic lifting shoes, and it will definitely help with your conventional deadlift. And, you know, it's just my advice. It worked that way for me. Maybe it won't for you. But I've literally successfully talked for 12 minutes straight, so I am completely sorry for rambling. But I really had some ideas I needed to get out throughout this video. Thank you so much if you've gotten this far. I don't know, comment Poseidon's Rage in the comments box below, and I'll know that you are a true subscriber. And look at Poseidon unleashing the rage right there. So make sure to give a thumbs up to this video, guys. If you want these videos in your feed and you want to be like, oh man, Bob uploaded a new video, I gotta click on that, you should probably hit the subscribe button, which is that red button down there. But like always, guys, thank you for watching the video, and this is Bob Arcan reminding you to train like a god.